So today I am in Sedona and I am going down to fish the Oak Creek. Now I've already walked down there. I can already see these 10-12 inch trout floating around. So I'm not sure if they're hungry. It's awful warm out. So we'll see if they're gullible enough to bite something I got. Casual little trout right there. Nice little bow. Got me covered in red clay. Let's see if I can hold on here long enough to get it. Yeah, it sucks. There you go. Screamy little bow. Oh yeah. Slabber. Yeah, I'll beat up you soon. Not because of people like me. So we drove all day today in Arizona. We went and fished the park on Oak Creek, and we're here in Mooresville, Arizona. We came to a free camping staging area. It's funny because we can hear donkeys cawing in the background back and forth to each other, so it's kind of like a little donkey fest out here. But there's scorpions and tarantulas and all sorts of goodies, so good thing for the rooftop tent, stay off the ground. I'm prowl around out here in the dark like I'm doing right now. So I think it's time to get up into the tent and get off the ground and call it a night. So next morning, nice sunny morning, nice and warm, beautiful day. There's cactuses and Joshua trees and all sorts of cool stuff. I'm actually going to go up here and check out some of these really tall cactuses. They're pretty gnarly. So now we are at the upper part of Silver Creek. We're heading up above where the fish hatchery location is. Or in between, I'm not sure. But it's like a little canal all through these fields. It's kind of neat. I want to make it to the upper section, but I guess tomorrow is the last day for fishing that section, so I'm gonna follow this as far as I can go legally and probably fish down from there. But I've already seen some people catching some fish, so they're in here. Well, there you have it. The upper section is closed to fishing, which is a bummer because there's picnic tables and it's probably pretty comfortable fishing over there. I can see fish lip on the top, but Rules are rules. What's up, buddies? I got 4 to my left. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, yeah, whatever. You get the idea. They're just everywhere. So I've already been down here this morning scouting some of this east fork of the Black River, and there's a bunch of brown trout stacked up right behind those trees. But this water's so clear and so shallow, it's almost impossible to get, you know, right over the top of them without spooking them. So I'm gonna have to get creative and crawl through the bushes and see if I can't hook into one of them. I'm sure once I startle one, I'll startle all of them, but I count like 5 or 6 of them, so this should be interesting. Wrapped around him now. Yeah! Oh, yes. It's worse getting wet for that one. Oh, look at that guy. So handsome. Holy Jesus. This is even bigger than I thought. Let's see if I can get a grip on you. Yeah, I'm not trying to strangle you, but big elk. Hello? Get out of the road. I'm gonna push you. Get. So I am now getting started walking up the Mount Baldy trail. I had to wait for the rain to stop. It was raining pretty hard for a little while. But it was nice sat in the Jeep. Heated seats are nice. So now I get to walk out in the cold, rainy Arizona patchy wilderness. If you look over here, this is where I'm at. I'm going to the East Fork of the Little Colorado, and then you can walk over to the West Fork, but you can also drive to it, so I might drive around. Not sure yet. But Baldy Peak is located on White Mountain Apache tribal lands, and it's closed to public. So if you think you're gonna go and walk up there, you might want permission from the tribal lands before you go. Apache trout. In case any of you didn't know, Apache trout are indigenous to this area. They almost look like a cutthroat without the cutthroat. They're kind of pale colors, a lot of dots. We'll see on the top. I was looking at pictures the other day. So, considering they're indigenous to the area, Arizona, that's what I'm after. Well, looks like we're going to be hiking up a little bit because it's a little shallow down here. I'm following this little Colorado River, but it ain't getting any bigger or better. I ain't seen any fish, so I don't know how long I'm going to continue to follow this. I got bamboozled to go searching for fish in places where there are none. I don't know. So the East Fork of the Little Colorado is in pretty skinny waters, and it goes away from the trail a bit. So it looks like I'm going to be bushwhacking through the mountains till I find some better pools. I mean, it looks like it could be some fun water to fish, but it's pretty narrow. So yeah, this is the East Fork of the Little Colorado. Kind of fizzled out. It goes that way. I'm not gonna even assume that it gets wider at the top. I think we're gonna go back and we're gonna go around to the West Fork. A little piece of me feels like I was told to go to the West Fork instead of this one, but it's always worth a gander, always worth a look. I'm sure in springtime, or you know, that After that winter thaw, it'd probably be pretty nice. But we're gonna take the trek back. Oh, we're over here standing at the west branch of Little Colorado, and I can tell you already it's got a lot more water in it. Not only that, it even tells you right there, accessible trail for fishing. Spell it right out. So hopefully we get some better luck here. So I drove my way around into Greer, which links up with the other end of the Little Colorado West Branch. Spooking fish as I walk by these holes. See them go flying. As you can see, it looks like the forest fire stopped shortly in here somewhere. It's like lush green vegetation for Arizona. White Mountains are where it's at. You want a little bit of everything, come to the White Mountains. You got Apache Trout too. It's worth the trip alone. A little Apache trout. Look at that.